Hey everyone. So on my page, Finding Cooper's Voice, I've been sharing about autism, our son, our family, adapting to this world for probably maybe 7 years now. Feels longer. And I'll tell you, I think, so many people just have questions and they want to be able to ask questions in a safe space without being yelled at. They're just genuinely curious. And so I'll tell you, one of the things that I'm asked a lot is about the term special needs versus disability. And I'll tell you, I get scolded about that all the time. I know if I say my son has special needs, someone's going to get mad at me. I know that if I say my son Cooper has a disability, I'm going to be told autism isn't a disability, it's a differing ability, it's a superpower. I mean, no matter what I say is wrong. And so I thought I would just give you my opinion on it in a really just genuine, not an expert, honest way. I used the term special needs with Cooper when he was first diagnosed. And maybe that's even an exaggeration. I think he was diagnosed at 3 with severe nonverbal autism. I think I used no term for a long time. It took me a long time to even say the word out loud and share openly. I was afraid and I was scared. And then when I did feel more comfortable, I started saying special needs. And I'll tell you why. The term disability terrified me. It felt like I was placing this really heavy thing on my son's shoulders, and he was so little, and I didn't want him to have a disability. I didn't want him to be different. It scared me. It terrified me. Special needs felt cuter. It felt lighter. It felt easier to swallow. And so I said special needs for a long time. Until a lot of self-advocates who are adults, started telling me that they didn't like that term, that term was cutesy, that term downplayed their really very significant needs. And so I did my research. I mean, at first I was probably butthurt that I was being yelled at for just saying the wrong thing, and I feel so frustrated I can't win. But then I did my research, and I talked to a lot of advocates, and I peeled back the thin veil on the world of disability. And my son Cooper does have a disability. He's 14. He will need lifelong care. He will need someone to advocate for him. He's incredibly vulnerable. He does have a disability. And that term disability, not the term special needs, the term disability helps him be understood. It helps him get Medicaid and a waiver and an IEP and supports and services. And so I think the terms are probably interchangeable. Figure out what works for you. I'm often asked, like, what does Cooper want to be referred to as? Special needs or disability? Cooper does not care. Cooper is Cooper. He wants to just be. I was just downstairs with Cooper 2 seconds ago, and he typed on his cell phone, "Pool party for my birthday, friends. Come here, mom." I am not exaggerating. He typed that all himself. Now it's March and we're not having a pool party anytime soon, and his birthday's in December. But amazing. Cooper doesn't care about disability versus special needs. But some people do really feel passionate about it. So do your research, figure out what term works for you. And I guess to come at it from the other side, if a sweet grandma is talking about her grandson with special needs, know she's coming from a place of love. If a social worker says your child has a disability, they're using that term to help them to get supports and services. Let's just soften a little bit if we can and know that I think we're advocating. We're doing the best with what we have. We may say the wrong thing, but it's coming from a place of love. I also just wanted to show you my book. If you haven't read it, this is Cooper. It's called Forever Boy. I would be so thankful if you bought it. I talk a lot about this book, or I talk a lot about disability versus special needs in this book, and just really settling into autism. It didn't happen overnight. Thanks for being here all.